between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got few more days to slay, it's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. I wonder what went wrong today, Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember.
Hello, is this thing on? God, I hope so, because it's done. Like, this is my first time streaming with my mic on, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Am I being dumb? Hold on. Because I can always check the echo out on my phone to see if it works. Let me message. Wait, what was the link that I used? Please don't. Sorry, my cat's being She's being rude. .com/c/chaotic chimera/live. Hopefully that'll pop it up. I'll wait just a little bit longer before I start actually drawing, so I can get accustomed to talking. Because, like I said, this is the first time that I've I've live streamed on Ashley's channel, but I haven't streamed on my own personal channel, so there's that. But hopefully my friend Ashton will pop in the chat and check to see if everything's a-okay. Hopefully it is, and hopefully I'm not, just murmuring. Also, big, I forgot how to English for like 2.5, I'm sorry. But a huge thank you to my Patreon supporter, Bigger Macintosh, sorry. But a big thank you to him, them. I'll use that pronoun because I don't know what gender they are, so, and I won't judge. But, because I needed the funds. Like, oh my god. I'll wait. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Ashton, come here. I need your influence. I kind of wish that you could see who all is watching, in a way. Because, dear God. You know what? I'm just gonna start drawing. I need to go back to OBS and... Okay. The sound is down on that, so... Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I decided that, because I was listening to, the Lost Narrator's reading of, Truth Be Told. It was that grimdark story where it's like, the current generation of My Little Pony goes through, a horrific, well, Pinkie goes through it first, then Fluttershy, and then Rainbow Dash, and then the rest of them follow through. But, it's where they slowly start merging into, what Lauren Faust. Okay, thank you, Ashton. Was like, wait a second, am I talking to no one? Did I turn? Cause the mic says it's on. But anyway, I was listening to that, and I was just like, I'm gonna draw some grimdark, cause why not? So this came up. Also, this the download for this print will only be available to my Patreons, because I need to. I need to start posting on there more, because I just feel like I'm, what is it? What's the word? Like I'm just missing out on uploading. Okay. Alright, Ashton. I did not know you were streaming. I'm sorry. Or else I would have been like, eh. Wait, what's happening with, That's true. Sorry, I was reading a tweet. I was reading a T tweet. Drama tweet. Because you gotta spill that tea. Am I relevant yet? Oh gosh. Oh, that's the reason why, like, my lines weren't really adding up. But, oof, now that I look at it, I need to fix this. Because this is gonna drive me insane. There we go. I gotta rotate it. Oh, I could have kept that selected and just went to a different, what is it? Just went to the layer and then done whatever. Is that what? No. Is that better? No. It needs to be tilted or rotated. I need to stop saying tilted. Oh, please don't start this on me. Because at certain times, for some reason the transformation will stop completely on Paint to SII, and it aggravates the absolute crap out of me. I'll just do this. Did that do it? Also, my Facebook notifications are annoying the absolute crap out of me right now. Everything's annoying me. Let's see. Let's get that out of here. And do that. I feel like it needs to be more. Hold on. I know how to do this. Okay, this is better. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Out of hindsight. I'm gonna add another layer and then I think it needs to be like maybe right here. Oh wait. Yeah, that looks better. I need to fix these though. I was in such a rush that I was just like, hey, just put bars there. But now my like inner, but now part of me is just like, no, you have to fix it. You have to. Let's see. Yeah, that looks. I think that looks better. Let me try and erase this. Then I'm gonna. Because this is definitely off. Then I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that looks better. So I'm gonna put this away. Okay. I'm gonna try and find some there we go. now? It's like over here, possibly. Like maybe the color shades. Let's see. Okay, and then I wanted like, I wish I knew of like a good place um to like print like art prints at, because if I was able to, I would love, absolutely love, to actually start selling prints and be able to, you know, send them out rather than like people having to go through um like a store, because the only thing about stores is that you never really know what kind of quality you get. Because that's like I got a it was a like a wood print. A friend had got it for me, and it was from Hot Topic, and like, you know, the preview picture was like really gorgeous and like everything looked very perfect. Um, thank you, Lily. Um, but like everything had looked perfect, and then, you know, when it came, like it was still okay. It really saddened me because I was expecting like a higher quality. But in the words of Gabby Hanna, manage your expectations. But I mean, what can you do? What can you do? I keep looking towards chat. Also, after this stream, I'm gonna like go poke Ashton and be like, "Hey, do you want a mod? Like, do you want a mod for streams? That way, could be like the soundtrack and stuff." Because oh my god, let's get more tablet nibs. Cause this one is like starting to get rough. I guess where I do so much like back and forth. Whoa, whoa. But where I do so much like back and forth on drawings, I guess it's like, well, I'm gonna like stretch it down, and just ruin it. It's like I don't mean to ruin it. Can you not? Be strong. Be a strong little tablet nib. Be strong. You doing the duty. I'm like, this is gonna be like super embarrassing, but I am that type of person that names like inanimate objects. Where it's like, you have like a favorite book, and you know that it has a title, but you still just be like, well, there's Tommy, there's Philip. I name everything Philip. Like, I got I got a pumpkin back at Halloween, and I named it Phil. He was a pretty big boy. I painted a little Mimikyu on it because I wanted it to be cute and spooky. I'm glad someone can relate because every time that I'm just like, I want to name this, people are just like, you want to name an inanimate object, and I'm just like, yeah, because it gives them like a little life or like a little soul. Oh, that must be like a line art. Go back and do this. Yeah, 10 minutes later. How to be non-menacing. Just put shades of blue in the background. You're fine. Oh, that reminds me, I need to look up a vector for Dash and get the colors from it. I also need to add textures to the floor. Can't remember. I don't have an airbrush somewhere. I think it's this one. Oh my gosh, that was a big yawn. What is it, Possum? I have a cat named Possum, by the way. Just to let you guys know. So if I say possum, I mean my cat, not the actual like animal possum. That would be bad. But ooh, that actually gives it like a texture on the floor. Hello, Possum. How are you? She's a good girl. She tries her best. Me at any type of animal, they're just trying their best. Like, leave them alone. Leave animals alone. Come on, there we go. I need to add shadows on Dash's feet, hooves, as I should call them. But I always seem to forget. There we go. See, I didn't want this stream to like last as like long as the other one did, and I didn't want it to have as like many mistakes because after I'd posted it on DeviantArt, there was like a lot of people that was like, "Hey, you put the wings like too far back," and it's just like, okay, we're gonna get through this. Everything is okay. Possum, what are you doing? Okay. Okay. Now I need to go find a Rainbow Dash vector. Possum, ooh, do not step on the keyboard. Don't. Literally, do not step on the keyboard. I'm begging you, don't do it. Don't you do it. Let's see. You can go any other way. You could hop off the desk. Literally any way. Hey, no. No. Psst. Hey. Psst, psst. No. You can't cute your way out of this. You can't. No! Don't! Don't mess up the stream. No! I'm gonna have to, like, hold you. Like I'm giving you up to the god. Like I'm gonna, circle of life. Oh my gosh. That induced so much panic within me. And now she's just eating away like nothing happened. Okay. Rule 101 of cats. Yeah, I'm talking about you, little lady. Rule number 1 about cats. They can do no wrong. They can't. If you try and tell otherwise, you're wrong. They can't. Because nothing's their fault. It's like, you know, them knocking over a dish. That wasn't their fault. The dish was there. They shouldn't have been there. Oh, come on, don't crash, SAI, don't do this today. If you... Okay. I was about to say, if you can handle me having like 7 screenshots up that are HD quality, you can handle me opening up a single vector. You know what? I'm just gonna... Aw, I'll be able to see your kitty tomorrow too, Lily. Cats are the best when it comes to seeing them after a long weekend. Because every time that I have to leave Possum behind, she's always, like whenever I come upstairs, she's always waiting for me. Because she's my little cuddle buddy. She cuddles right up to me. Who's that? Hello, Pink Sugar 91, the fam. Indeed, you are the fam. Because you're a part of this stream now. Welcome. I don't think I have time to tonight because I've got a lot of projects to work on. But maybe someday. Because I have, oh, whoa. No, okay, we're good. Everything's okay. I just saved that. But I have a storyboard to do / animation. I have to finish my commissions, and then I have to finish scenes that I owe for a voice drama. But after that, I'll be free. Actually, wait. I gotta do a speed paint. And it's a very special speed paint. Oh, thank you. Thank you for enjoying the music that I do. Or not do, that I play. I don't do music. My name's Kara, I'm 20, and I can't English properly, thanks. Unfortunately, I'm not the leader of the voice drama. I just owe scenes. Yeah, it is, Lily. Like, it really is. Despite me, like, living and breathing the English language continuously, I just sometimes forget words. And it's difficult. However, don't give up on trying out for voice dramas, because there's quite a lot that needs help. They'll always have like casting calls and stuff, so just be on the lookout. I should keep the. I'll just cancel. Okay, I was about to be like, ooh. But they like they always have like casting calls and stuff. So I mean, you don't really have to worry about like never being in one because I'm sure that if you're determined enough. And yes, I have seen the Remembrance. I'm a part of the Remembrance. In fact, I done an animatic for it for episode 8, and then I done the animatic that was based off of a Remembrance. It is gross, Ashley. What are you talking about? Thank you, thank you. I love that animatic more than my actual life. But there is a Dorito Queen in the chat. I'm doing a dashy, Ashley. Are you proud of me? Oh yeah, definitely, definitely a PTS and DoD clone, without a doubt. 10 out of 10. Oh gosh, clearly like, oh thanks. That makes me happy. I'm so glad that I can make people proud of me. Also, the music like just cut out at the perfect time. Just dead silent. Oh gosh. Oh, thanks. I'm glad I made everyone proud. Cause even if I made no one proud, I'd make Possum proud because I feed her every day. Like me just getting up and feeding my cat. Oh. Well, I'm proud of I'm proud of you, Ashley. I'm proud of all of you because like you've made it through another day. Um, I don't think they're the best starts. They're like I'll pat myself on the back and be like, yeah, they're kind of okay. Listen, Ashley, I will fight you right here and now on this stream. Like, put them fists up, catch these hands. Catch these hands, Ashley. Catch these hands. Whoa, that was not the brush I wanted, but okay. It's like a unanimous decision where it's like. Gonna increase the brush size on that one because Lord knows I'm gonna need it. What song is this? Like, this is so upbeat. Oh, it's. Of course. Like, I love it. It's so good. Me has never drawn dawdles before in my life. Decides to draw dawdles on this one. is pretty proud of it. I keep I've thought of vines like stuck in my head right now, and they're just on constant repeat, and I'm like, this is not good. We're soaring, flying. Come get y'all juice. Oh gosh. The My Little Pony movie, because if you're talking about the yeah, following those vines. But if you're talking about the My Little Pony movie, I love that so much. I actually went and seen it in like theaters the day that it came out. I mean, I was disappointed at like um what is it? Oh, um but I was really like disappointed in how like little backstory they gave at the beginning, cuz I really wanted to I really wanted to like take some friends and be like, "Hey, this is what I love to, this is the fandom that I'm a part of. This is what I love to draw." And it was like I couldn't really take them there because they would be like you had to have watched the show in order to really enjoy the movie. If you were an adult, if you were a kid, you'd just be like, "Oh, there's like, you know, pastel ponies." But if you were an adult, you'd be like, "I don't know any of this backstory. I can't get into the characters. I can't get into the plot." But Tempest, though, I love her. She needs to be protected. I want her to come back. But just Tempest just needs to be protected and loved. But there's a where was it? Where was it that I seen it? It was a Twilight versus Tempest figurine. Uh, yeah, I consider it a figurine. It was where they were fighting and stuff, and it took all my willpower not to be like, should I splurge and get this? Because it was only like maybe 11 at Walmart, but I was like, nah, maybe some other time. Cute. I want a My Little Pony Build-A-Bear. I want one of the Alolan Vulpix Build-A-Bears because they're so cute. They look so cuddly. I want to hold it. I want to hold it and I want to love it. Oh man, do you guys want to hear a story about Kid Kara being like super duper dumb? Because I have a story to tell, and I want to know if you guys are like willing to listen to me recount a tale of whenever I was a really really dumb kid, like not the brightest star in the sky. I was not the sharpest tool in the shed. um, so whenever I was a kid, I had never really. This was my first time going to a mall, So, my mom, she was like, okay, Kara, I'm like, we're telling you this right now so we don't have any complications. But, if, like, you, uh, she had said something like, stay in our sights, don't wander off by yourself, you know, be good. And I was like, okay, mom, I'll be good. So, I we get in perfectly fine. We're shopping, and like I think it was a GameStop. Was looking at some video games, and I was more towards the front, and they were towards the back. So we kind of separated. But when I turned around, they weren't there. So I was like, oh no, they've left me behind. So so my like me as a kid was so bright, thinking, oh, if I go to like Build a Bear, because that was one of the spots that I wanted to go to. If I go to Build a Bear, maybe they'll be there. So I went to Build a Bear, stayed there for a little bit. They didn't come. So I was like, oh well, maybe they're at like the front of the mall. So me, being super duper tiny, was like, I'm gonna make it all the way to the front of the building and see if they're there. And there was a woman there, and she was like, "Are you lost?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like trying to find my mom." And she's like, "Well, we'll take you back to the lost and found." So she takes me to the lost and found, and my parents and my sister are there waiting, and they're just like, "Kara, what did we just tell you?" She's like, "You could have been kidnapped." And I was just like, "I don't know, mom. I thought you left me." But yeah, that was the story of me being dumb and how I almost got kidnapped when I was a kid. I mean, I'm not that bright. Like, I'm really not. Like, I hate to me can like I can write some really, you know, good good things, really detailed stuff. Um, like I can I can write some pretty good things, and but yeah, like I'm just I'm a mess. That's like I can't make a really good proper sentence without having to pause in between and be like, okay, what should I say first? Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta stutter first. it's it's a mess. However, in like public settings, I'm okay if I'm with a friend. But if I'm by myself, we're done for. Like we're gone. It's like, Kara, don't get lost. You know, we don't want you to get kidnapped. Me, just just cut to like 15 minutes later. Me wandering the mall by myself. Which now that I think about it, I'm really glad that there was some trace of humanity left. Or well, yeah, there was some trace. Um. Oh, okay. Good night, Lily. Have some sweet dreams. Don't follow don't follow my example and not listen to rules. This- um But you know, I'm really glad that there was some um what is the word? Empathy. That is the word that I was looking for because English is hard. Um, but I'm really glad that that person was like empathetic towards me because that situation could have ended a whole lot worse. I am originally from Kentucky, a small town in southern Kentucky, more like eastern Kentucky, but still part of the South. Yeah, yeah, part of the South. Yeah, it's cool until you like move to a new place and people are just like, "How do you pronounce this?" And I'm just like this, and they're like, "Oh, that's completely different from like what how we say it." It's like, yeah, dialect. I think that's yeah, no, is the word dialect. It's like dialect or it might be accent. It, it possibly could be accent. Who knows? Now, where did I miss out? Do this. Okay, so it's somewhere around here. Maybe it's through here. There we go. Okay. Body's been done. Oh man, I need my back pot. Yeah, I like Rainbow Dash. Though Luna's my favorite. Luna's my favorite pony. I wanted to do the Rainbow Dash, um, well Rainbow Factory Dash, because it's been like um what is it? It's been quite a while since I've done anything grim darky. I like Princess Twilight too. The course. The course. It's like if we're following like the main characters, it's like Luna's my first. Um, Twilight is definitely my second, and then maybe Octavia third. But if it's out of like all the ponies, Tempest is definitely second, and then Twilight is third. I love Fluttershy. I just love all the characters. I better not be getting sick because I'll fight. Catch these hands, Blue, catch these hands. I don't know why that's my favorite phrase. Um, what kind of music do I like? Um, it's a mixture. Um, K-pop is definitely up there. Um, then like Vocaloid music. Um, uh, I know some of my favorite bands are like Linkin Park, Evanescence, Skillet, uh, then like soundtracks from games. Definitely Zelda, the Zelda soundtrack. Also, I'm gonna put this color above that. That way I can actually see what I'm doing. Because it was really distracting me. Hip hop I can relate to because like some of it's really good. Some of it is like really good. But yeah, it depends because I'll listen to anything. There's like um I'm not too much of a fan of country, but yet if you turn on What Hurts the Most or Before He Cheats, I will sit there and scream the lyrics as loudly as I possibly can because those are songs that just they require you to scream. Um, I don't know if Burning House would be considered country, but that's also a really good song that I would gladly stream the lyrics to. That's good that you like country music. It's just not in my taste. I guess where like um my bus would play it every single day, like every morning and every evening, and it was on like consistently. I was just like, eh. But to each their own. I love how I have like really happy music going on in the background of this. Because this is supposed to be grim dark, not happy dark. It is currently 1:23 in the morning for me. I was done a stream earlier, but I don't really like streaming when everyone's awake, because it bothers me. And plus, people will like barge into my room and be like, "What you doing?" And if I say streaming, they'll be like, "Can I join you? Can I be on it?" It's like, oh, nice. Well, it just turned for me over here, so. Like, I get wanting to, be a part of something, but you, you don't have to just consistently try and join on the live stream and stuff, because it's like, it's my live stream. Like, if it's a friend, yes, 10 out of 10, like, would let them come on, stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm just very weird. I don't really like giving my Skype out to people unless it's business related. Good lord. Wait, is that AM or PM for 625? Good lord, why aren't you asleep then? What you doing up, EB? Go to sleep. What are you doing watching my live stream at 6 a.m.? Also, Jenna Marbles like, EBB is like currently in my vocabulary and it's not coming out. Also, hello, Country Bandicoot. Hello. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Also, just putting this out here, I call everyone a dude, so just so you know. It's a gender neutral term for me. Cause all I can think about is that Vine where it's like, it's Wednesday, my dude. Just trying not to step on anybody's toesies, cause good lord. Oh man. Um. So, possum, you okay? So speaking of stepping on people's toes, um, I, honest to God, did not know that Chris Chan had done all those things, and just, good lord, I like I, even though I didn't know that he had done all those things and he had retweeted my stuff, it just, Possum, can you leave? Leave. You grounded. Go. We're gonna circle life you again. So go. Go eat. Thank you. Um, but like, after he had retweeted my stuff, it was like I stepped on everybody's toes, even though I didn't really do anything. So with that, but I'm kind of glad that everything just kind of passed over rather than cause like a huge fuss, cause I am not in the good. What is it called? It's not mental health. Um, Here we go, Kara. What's the word? Anyway, it wouldn't be good for me if I was like in controversy, because I don't like those types of situations makes me like really um on end. It's just not a good idea. That's why I'm just trying to like tiptoe and just be okay for a little bit. However, there was a couple of people who were like super nice about it, who had like tried to warn me, which was good because, instead of being super duper rude, they wanted um they wanted what was best for me, so, which was good. So I can't blame them. All right, good night. Go get some rest. Nice to meet you too. There's that. And then there's that. Wait, I need to put my skin underneath this. And there's that. Also, just so you guys know, the line art will be underneath the bars. because it's supposed to be like her looking over the balcony. Also, I gotta readjust because I keep on sliding down my chair. There we go. That's much better. To adjust the chords. Okay. Okay, that was a smudge on my screen. I feel bad about missing Ashton's stream. I'll make it up to him. I'll do him. I'll do him like a little doodle or something. There. Okay. I want to put it on some NSP. Do not pull this full screen. There we go. Sometimes I really love the what is it called? Where you can write out words on your tablet. Days, up on the horizon. The blood red sun, the blood red sun, 1,000 warriors. Okay, I need to stop singing. Me, I need to stop singing. Me, continue singing. Release the kraken. I'm the dragon. It's a good song. Like, it's a really good song. Just NSP in general is just such a good band. A specter of hate who was born to kill. Kraken, leave nothing but corpses. Release the kraken. I'm in a song. See, that was me whenever Paw Patrol came out. I had to play every song on, I had to play the songs at least once every single day. God, when I went to go see them in concert, it was amazing. Release the kraken. Ding 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 ding. Release the kraken. Release the kraken. Oops, I balled over. Release the kraken. Splishy splashy. Thanks, Kraken. You're welcome. It's such a good song. I love it so much. Oh, there's another song that I want to make an animation meme out of, and it's just top quality, but it like it swears a lot, so it's just like oof. However, I will play Tool Patrol because that's another one of my favorites. It's so good. Also, Danny, Don't You Know is a good one too. I'm gonna turn off the mod to play this because it's so good.
Get all that, kid? That wasn't actually very helpful. That was just like an instructional dance. Hell yeah. Motherfucking bullies better watch their ass. You're sending all them shits a message. There's a new king in class. When they see you, they're gonna freak out and piss their pants. They are your bitches. They are your bitches because you put your hands in the air and then stick out your rear end. And then you wiggle it real hard and you hug your closest friend. And then you wildly remove your clothes and tear away pants. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Now rub the peanut butter on you from your head to your feet and cover up your nudity with different cheeses and meats and slap a camel because this could be your only chance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Cool break. All right. This is cool. Excuse me. Hey, I have an idea. Let's kick it. You put your hands in the air and grab a bird from the sky and eat it whole so that you may absorb its power of flight. Now you can also dive on fish because your vision's enhanced. This is the Cool Patrol dance. You're basically a superhero now, so throw some cars and rub your magnum thighs together and set fire to Mars. Now harness all your sexy fury in a victory stance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Your training is complete. Now go show those fuckers who's boss. Okay. Hey guys, listen up. You put your hands in. Oh God. He might actually be dead.
I'm back. I was I was blasting that, and then I had a I don't know if you guys have ever seen the grunt variations, but it's so good. Cause somebody had composed. Hold on, I'll grab the actual composer's name. Um, I'm gonna absolutely slaughter the pronunciation of this name, but it was arranged and scripted by M. Boltiel, possibly, and they used like voice clips from the game drums, and made this huge um, composition just dedicated to them. And I'm gonna play it because I love it so much. I'm also gonna turn my mic off for this one because it's so good. It's also Ashton. Hello. It's nearly 7 a.m. for you, Ashton. You need to go to sleep. It's from Battle Kid. I think most of it is from Battle Kid, at least. Well, thank you, Ashton. Thank you, brother. That's my life as a dumpster fire. That is definitely from Battle Kid. Some of this audio is from, I think, Pond. From when they played the game Pond. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I got it.
This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Sure
Danny
is.
and Aaron.
It sure
Danny
is.
and Aaron's masterpiece.
No, it sure is.
Oh God.
This is supposed to be my stream, but I am playing Game Grumps
Yeah,
stuff
baby.
where they commentate. Just love the Kingdom so much.
Whoa,
Got
nice.
him. Yeah, I got it.
Aaron.
What?
Aaron.
What? I can't stop. Won't stop.
Aaron. Oh my God. That was really impressive.
I'm gonna cut the rest of this tail in blue.
Look at that. Is that called pulling an Aaron? Because I just pulled it.
Aaron, I need you to focus. Yeah.
Dude, that was
Awesome.
awesome.
This is a fun game, right?
I'm having a great time
Yeah.
because it's with my friend Dan.
Thank you.
Shit!
That was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah, he also composed like a lullaby based on the Game Grumps intro, which is playing currently. It's so good. So I need to fix this. I'm gonna make it more. Yeah, it's the Game Grumps. Also, I'm really surprised to see you here. It's the Pokemon. I think I've never learned how to pronounce that name right. So I'm gonna say Chateau. Don't crucify me, please. Please don't. I'm just gonna curve over. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Bless. I just don't know how to speak properly. Oh gosh. Okay. Like the old chateau from Diamond and Pearl. I need Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. And Platinum. Like, come on. They're so good. We'll just play some more NSP because why not? I have no control in my life. See, like, I wonder if they were to do Generation 8, I wonder if, like, I wonder if they would be able to be like, yeah, it's Gen 8, but it's in Sinnoh. Like, Cause that'd be wild. That'd be like really, really wild. Even while we sleep, we will find you. Sorry. You know, it would be different because it like imagine imagine like the bots being like platinum sort of where it's like, oh, you know, it kind of looks like Diamond and Pearl, but there's like a different Pokemon on it, and then like you just open up the game and then it's like, yeah, this takes place in the Sinnoh region, but guess what? There's like 500 more Pokemon to discover. Have fun. It's like, okay. This was not what I expected, but okay. Also, NSP does rock. I am a stan. I am definitely a stan of NSP. I'm still gonna gush over seeing them in concert because, good lord. Ooh, I love the Distortion World. The Distortion World was my favorite thing because it was so different. And see, like, I really wish they could have brought, like, the mechanics in that one back. And like Sun and Moon, where you got to just kind of got to mess around with the different like the space wilds, because it was so cool because in one of the space wild world top wormhole things, I think it's called Guzzlord or something, where it's eating the garbage, and it like takes place in like a futuristic type world. It was like, I wanted so badly to explore that world, without a doubt, because it looked so different from, you know, Alola, but you could like, you could only read and move certain things in there, and it had such limited mobility, while, you know, in the Distortion World, you could just be on the ceiling for no reason. You could just walk on the ceiling, you could walk on the sides. It was just such a cool and aesthetic looking world to look at. Yeah, it was Ultra Wormhole, thank you. I kept forgetting. But yeah, like Guzzlord is like the only Pokemon that I refuse to keep in my party. I will immediately send it to like the GTS to trade off, because the design makes me very uncomfortable. I don't know why, but as soon as I caught it, I was like, I'm gonna send this off. That was good, Lord. But yeah, it was the Ultra Wormhole that I was, thank you for clarifying, because it's been a hot minute since I played Ultra Moon. Speaking of Ultra Moon, is anybody like was you really disappointed with the changes in Ultra Moon, or was it just me? I mean, I'm very happy that they included more like details in storyline, but I just don't think it was worth the extra. How much was it? Like 50 some? Cause like it felt more like DLC than anything. And I was really kind of hoping to, you know, see our characters' facial expressions towards everything, but they're just so dead inside. towards everything. It's just like, oh yeah, the world's like tearing apart. Just carry on with a smile. Just a creepy smile. But, oh well. What can we do? It's Nintendo. To 29. Yeah, like, exactly. I was just very disappointed with how everything was portrayed. I mean, the thing with, I'm gonna butcher this name too, Necrozma? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. But like, the thing with that was pretty cool because you got to, like, it felt like an actual battle that you couldn't win. But all in all, it felt more like DLC in it. It was just very, what is it? It was just not good. Okay. Alrighty, that's fine. You'll get to listen to me rant about Pokemon and everything and forget words. But like, another thing that really bothered me about like Sun and Moon was like, it was so easy to get shinies in that one because I never knew it at the time, but the first Vulpix that I caught on there was a shiny, and I never knew, like I never knew that it was a shiny because it was the Alolan Vulpix, so it didn't look the same to me. And then I was like, oh wait, there's like a different animation for it than the other, Vulpix. And then I look and it's a shiny. It's just like, but that was a literal random encounter. I don't know. I mean, it's the same for like Hyrule Warriors. I don't know if I don't know if anybody's still a fan of that anymore, but like, it really saddened me that you had to buy the game like 3 different times in order to get all the available characters that you could for it. Because it wasn't like oh yeah, like here's the DLC that has, all the characters in it. No, there were some characters that, you couldn't get unless you played Legends. You couldn't get all the maps and stuff unless you played Legends. And then like after Legends came out, like it was after the Switch came out. They were like, yeah, we're releasing a Hyrule Warriors, I can't remember the official name of it, but it was, it had like everything in it. But, everybody had already paid for the same game twice. So it was just very like, okay. it's waiting there for you. Wait, I gotta. I like seen a theory about this song, and now I can never like look at it the same way ever again. It's a very like far-fetched theory, but it was like this song isn't about like love or anything. It's about like being a werewolf. I was just like, oh, it's stupid, but then they like provided some like interesting input, and I highly suggest that you go Google it because my brain can't process like quick facts like that and reproduce it only for Zelda games, but yeah, it was a very like interesting theory. I'm always up for like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Wait, I need to do that. Wait. Yeah, like that. Actually, it would be this way. Because a lot would be coming from over here. This rainbow is a queen. Yes. Yes, Rainbow is a queen. Especially Rainbow Factory Dash. I love her. Once again, Ash, it's back to our conversation last night where it's like, oh, this person's evil. Well, guess what? I love them. This character is evil. I love them. You can't stop me. I love villains so much. I hate real life villains, but I love fictional villains because they're so good. We need to. I've never laughed. I've never laughed so hard. Cause like that had me like wheezing. We called for over, I'd say like 6 hours. Is this what I? Yes. I was about to say, is this what I think it is? And yes, it is. Okay, time for shading for the body. Yeah, same. Like I was in literal tears. Watch. round, pull up the baby round, round, round. Okay. Good night, County Bandicoot. And I mean, I'm dancing in my computer chair and it's making my movements. It's making my drawing just kind of go all wobbly. Same. Thought they played that at the concert, and it was so lit. Like everyone was so lit because it was so good. They had a bar and everything there, but I was just like, you know what? No. I was drunk on just having fun and just enjoying Danny. I'm glad, like, I'm really glad that you enjoyed the DeviantArt thing. But yeah, like, listening to this live is just, it's so bizarre. It was so good. Like, it was unbelievable. I can't, like, I went into the concert, like, completely normal, like, my voice was okay, and, you know, I was pretty chill. I came out there, I couldn't speak because I was, like, I had screamed so much during that concert because I loved that concert so much. So good. Like, definitely, if they go back on tour, in the Americas, that's nearby, you bet I'm gonna try and get a ticket. Because it was so, oh my gosh. Also, here comes another good song. Hellbent from Mystery Skulls. Another jam. Those are the goggles. There's the shirt. Hellbent is so good. It's like it won't happen for, I think it was like another 4 years, but I cannot wait until another Mystery Skulls animation is out. It's like those animations are life. Right as I said live, your message popped up, so, and you're on the exact same page. I saw, like, welcome to me streaming, where it's a solid hour of me just blathering to myself and singing. Looks like a bit dark in that. But I can create more of a shadow there. Yeah. Do that. That. That's true. I don't know how bigger YouTubers do it by themselves without, like, you know, going into a song and dance. Because, good lord. Oh, this is a sad song. No. No. We're not doing sadness today. Do you think I'll get copyright, copy strike if I play like Heather's in the background but talked over it? Also, I might quit the stream for now because I'm starting to get tired too, and just finish it up tomorrow. Because it's 2:16. Like, it's time for me to go to bed. But thank you so much to everyone who attended the stream, and thank you for listening to me blather on for a solid hour and 47 minutes. Because, good lord, y'all are the real VIPs in this, or MVP. That's the word. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Good night.